Mark, I'm gonna pronounce. I never bother pronouncing the surname. So I always get it wrong, and I've got yours wrong on more occasions than I'd like to think. But it's Marc Haughan.
Haughan, yeah, Haughan.
Yeah, and so if anyone's reading this, because I'm gonna have it down the road, they'll understand why I get it.
Yeah, they'll understand why it's weird to say, but yeah.
Nothing like
it. It's mad. It's pronounced as double F, but there's no F's in the name.
Hence why you have half on your shirt.
Yeah, to give people a little heads up. Yeah.
I just think you keep borrowing someone else's shirt.
Yeah, it looks like that, doesn't it? It does look like that.
But congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Because this year you won. I'm not going to call it the NACs because I don't like that.
Yeah.
The elites.
Elites, yeah.
You won the elites, and there's one of the belts. Well, the one on the end, the one you're touching there now, that's the elites, and the one next year, which is a new thing. Yeah. That's a new thing. That's the Northwest.
Just came recently, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's, I think it's the first year they've done it.
I think so. Yeah.
So, but what's amazing is you're 20 years old, mate.
Just turned 20. Yeah. Just a baby.
I remember speaking to Jimmy, your coach.
Yeah.
It was about I think it was February last year, and you was on a support bout to some championships. I think it might have been the youth at the 147 Club.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember.
And you beat a kid called Hayden Sheriff.
Yes, I do remember.
He had a couple of some amateur fights.
He was gone pro or something, wasn't he?
Gone pro. I think he's gone bare knuckle.
I think he has.
He's done all right as well.
Yeah, I think he won his last fight.
Yeah.
Game lad, very tough.
Two stoppages as well in his
he's doing very well.
So, but you look brilliant, mate. You look vicious. And it was the first time I had filmed you a couple of times before that. I never really noticed you. I know it sounds a bit
no,
I don't
that's fine.
That way.
It's alright.
But from that moment onwards, I've filmed you about 4 times since, and every time, mate, you put a big smile on my face, mate.
Yeah, it wasn't, man.
You're. I know. Again, I might sound like I'm being a bit derogatory. I'm not a massive southpaw all over.
Yeah.
But you're a southpaw.
I know what is a southpaw all over.
But I love watching you, mate. You are not the average southpaw.
Yeah.
You know, you're aggressive. You've got good feet.
Yeah.
You know, you've got serious power.
Yeah.
I think winning that title this year.
Yeah.
I think you shot 5 of your 7.
5 out of 7. Yeah. Put a big statement. Yeah, against the best of the best.
Yeah.
Out there, like I beat some good lads to get these both belts, and I'm happy to talk all the hard work I've put in. It's finally paid off.
Well, when did this? I mean, you've had about 55 fights now.
55, yeah.
So how many did you had when I watched you? You must have been close to 40 fights then.
Oh, yeah. Around the 40 mark, yeah.
So I hadn't really noticed before then, and like I say, you've always been a big lad, because when I first filmed you, it was back in 2019, and it was winning the, I think it was juniors, 71 kilos.
Yes, yeah.
You must have only been about 15.
50, yeah. 15.
And you were 71 kilos.
Yeah. I must have had my growth spurt fairly early on. Don't think I've grew much since, but I was a big lad for that age.
Well, you were. I was surprised. And it was a great fight against a kid called Aaron Haywood.
Howard.
Yeah.
He was a good lad. I think he was 6-0 coming into that fight, so it was game. He wanted it. He didn't want to lose his
developments. That's what it is.
Developments. Yeah. So in his game, I'm sure he was 6-0, so it was no pushover. He was coming out to keep his 0, and it was a tough. I had to fight hard to get it. Split decision.
I remember, like I say, I watched it back this morning just to refresh my memory, and I did remember it then.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember it when I first met you, and I was speaking to Jimmy after he won at the 147 Club, and I was saying, where's he come from?
Yeah.
There was another kid on the same night, a kid called Joe Turner. He fights out of Jennings.
Lad. Yeah.
Very, very good kid.
In
fact, that whole show was full of quality kids.
Yeah.
But you were a senior support bout on there.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
So yeah, I was really impressed. So how did you get into boxing, and how old were you?
I was a 14, 15-year-old. I just came down one day just to get fit, because I was always into my football and my sport in school, but I was like, I want to get fit, like I want to try and get fit in boxing. But I didn't ever feel like I would fight. I didn't want to fight. Like I wasn't that sort of person. And then I was just, it's alright. Yeah, I didn't want to get into fights. I didn't want to spar. Just wanted to purely just get fit on the bikes. But then I got into sparring, And I was like, oh, maybe I do want to have just a couple of bouts, and then I've had 55 since. So yeah, I've loved it every.
When did you? I mean, like I say, you was well into your boxing career when I first noticed.
Yeah.
When did you realise that, hang on, I could be pretty good?
Oh man, I've had a few times where I feel like I feel pretty good, but then there's sometimes where I feel like, oh, I need to work a bit harder and harder. So I never really stop thinking I can not be as good. I need to keep. I always train hard to like keep pushing, because the moment you don't keep working hard is the moment.
It must be hard for you, because I was just saying to you, your stablemate Brody.
Yeah.
You know you're in the sticks up here.
Yeah.
On the motorway coming down here, it says Carlisle.
Yeah.
And above it, it's got Scotland.
Yeah. We're on the edge.
You know, you're right on. This is the furthest destination of the northwest region.
Yeah.
It must be easy for you to get to the northeast.
Yeah. It will be. Yeah.
But I presume that's good for you, because I presume you would not get used to. I know you'll have your gym mates that you spar with.
Yeah.
But I presume you'll get clubs from all over the country that are going to say yes to you to spar with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm fight with you as well. Because you're not in their region.
That's it. Yeah.
And what happens when you're in one region? They don't want to fight you outside the competition.
Oh yeah.
So you're getting to fight some of the best kids in the country, with them having no fear that they're going to meet you in their regional area.
That's it. It's like that was always my motivation coming into this championships, like, because like you say, we're on the edge, like we're only like a small place really. So that was always the goal, to like trying to get Carlisle on the map as somewhere where you can bring good fighters out of.
That now.
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's probably my best accomplishment.
Is that Carlisle Villa's first national champion?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like.
So you've got a few firsts there. I know it's not the first West North regional title.
First belt.
First one with the belt.
And then elite
first,
champion.
national champion.
Elite champion.
So I presume the next thing for you to be a first is the GB champion.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great, just because like I say, Carlisle's so small. So when you come up here, all the younger kids, like in that session through there, as you seen, it's like it's a good motivation for them to think, oh, if he can win that belt from Carlisle, I can win that belt from Carlisle, and keep pushing, get on the GB squad, see where that takes us, go international, and then
if you because you will be boxing in the Three Nations.
Yeah.
Would that be your first England vest as well?
It wouldn't be my first England vest, but
because I was going to say, I noticed when you boxed at Haven Sheriff, you'd had an England.
Yeah, I boxed in the Tri Nations in the youths.
Right. Okay.
Because I got to the finals of the nationals against Jimmy Dean, and then.
Jimmy, I think got to the quarter-finals. Of this year's at 80 kilos, way above you.
No, he went down to it. Yeah, Jimmy Dean Wood. He went down to it.
Jimmy Wood. What was his name? Jimmy Dean from Gary Boo's Fury.
Oh yeah. James Dean Fury. He went up, but Jimmy Dean Wood, he went from, we boxed at 71,
right,
and then he went down a weight. So yeah, then I got a chance to box for England now.
And the final, when you won that, was a whole Northwest regional final really, because you were fighting the Cheshire Merseyside champion, Luke Turner, who I believe you fought previously way below.
Oh man, we boxed 3 years ago I think, and he beat me there.
Good
and
kid.
Very good kid, strong, fast. He's I've got a lot of respect.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Is it St Helens?
So I think it's Helens. I've got a lot of respect for him.
Warrington,
something like that. Yeah, I've got a lot of respect for him, and then so coming into that fight, I know I'm going to get a good lad, and he's beat me before, so he's going to have the confidence to think I can beat him again. But then I've got the will to win, to beat him, get it back, get that win back, and then to beat him in the finals as well, just tops it off, doesn't it?
Well, in the north, when you won the other belt, the little belt by the side of you, the Northwest region, you were the kid that put a massive smile on my face. Because I've not filmed the Northwest region for a while. We've always been busy with the pro shows, but it's a thing I love to film. And it was at Blackburn Youth Zone. In fact, I went live on our YouTube channel with it. And you put a big smile on my face because you fought a very good kid from Sandygate. Angelo Wade,
very good kid,
who I filmed in the quarterfinals, and he looked tremendous.
He did.
And I thought, oh, this is going to be good. But
that
was in fact, I phoned you, didn't I? I phoned you
straight afterwards.
And went, like, you know something, think you might be able to go all the way.
Yeah, and look at us now. We're
So
here with Paul.
you're going to have to tell me now, you're going to have to say it on camera, because if you say it on camera,
Yeah.
it becomes real.
Yeah.
It's like Pat Brown,
Yeah.
who's now going to the Olympics for us. I boxed with his dad years ago, so he's a good friend of mine. And he said to me, I'm going to win the ABAs this year. And he went out and won the ABA. Then he said, I'm going to retain them. He said, then I'm going to win GB, and I'm going to go on the GB squad, and I want to qualify for the Olympics. And he's just gone and done it. So what are you going to do next?
Well, to make mine come true, I'm going to, same as Pat Brown, I'm going to return the belt in the Elites next year, get on the GB squad, fight international, and then the doors are open for everything, aren't they? After that, everything.
And like you say, at 20,
just 20,
brilliant. You know, if you can,
so I've got plenty of years left to.
If you can win a few international tournaments, then turn it over. There'll be a lot of people knocking at your door.
That's the plan. Like, get my profile out there, my name, get all the experience I need.
And Marc, such a pleasing style, mate. That's the most important thing. Winning is important, of course it's important, but it's the way you win sometimes. And you win in spectacular form.
Yeah, you've got to impress people, haven't you? You've got to get in there.
Impress me, mate.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's just that's just always been my style, though. I've always been an aggressive front foot fighter. Like, I get an urge out of it. I love it. I love being in there and just trading punches. I love it.
What did Jimmy say when we won?
Oh man, over the moon. Like I said, to beat Luke, who's like one of the best out there. He has been for years, and then to get the loss back and then win against him, and then and win the belt is a big moment for Jimmy.
Because Jimmy's loud, isn't he?
Yeah.
In the corner.
Oh yeah, he's loud. You can't not hear him.
No,
you can't not hear him. Like.
He makes me laugh, because I remember once one of his fighters was fighting a kid from Metro, Tommy Battle. Is the other cornerman, and they are the two loudest cornermen.
The battle of the cornermen.
and I love when he referees as well.
Yes,
he's loud.
He's loud.
You can never say, "I didn't hear you."
No. You can't say that excuse. No, you can't say that excuse. No.
Well, listen, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's obviously rubbing off, because Brody's doing really well.
Yeah, Brody's
and there's a few other kids down here that have put my smile on. What's his name? Is it Quinn?
David Quinn. Yeah, he's great, man. He's got a good style to watch.
And he's got a brilliant style to watch.
Very good.
I filmed him. He lost the fight, and I'm not disputing that. But what he did do was put a smile.
Oh, he always gives his best. Win or lose, he always gives his best. He's always on the front foot.
And he's Clark Kent. Because I didn't recognise him when he got out of the ring. He got out of the ring, he put a set of glasses on. And I thought,
he's a different man. He's a different man.
Well, listen, Marc, it's been a pleasure.
Thank
you. Good luck for the Three Nations.
Thank you very
much.
Good
luck with the qualifying, because GB trial.
GB
When's that going to be?
I think it's the 12th of, I think 19th of July, I think my trials are for GB, so that's the plan. Do very good there, get on the squad, and then the doors are open for everything after that, aren't they?
Marc, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Take care, mate.
Thank you.
Bye. Alright.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.